Sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the Bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25. Actually, the...
What are you doing?
Irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. Asshole on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. It mean I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner, so I had to.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 79 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Michael Badgley lining
They said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. You know.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
1 yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They run. Good. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Kenneth Murray. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Throwing, Cousins. Incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
The Chargers' 8-yard line.
On the carry, it's Cook. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th.
Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away. I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
2nd and 6. At the 18-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Chargers 7, Vikings nothing.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Taylor now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
2nd and 10. Now Taylor. On the screen, this is Eckler. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, it's Taylor. He'll get this to Eckler. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Complete. Henry with the ground.
Taylor's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. To throw again is Taylor. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Running on first down, Eckler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
First down, Chargers.
On first down, it's Taylor. And his throw is incomplete. Austin Eckler, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Taylor. That's into the hands of Eckler. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And there's a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
The 9-yard line.
2nd and 9. Now it's Taylor. That one complete to Hill. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. Also a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by brings out Perryman. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Time on, set to kick off.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Cousins now. Complete. Smith has it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Cook. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Cousins throw complete to Thielen. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Chargers' 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. On play action, Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph loading that one in from Cousins. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
It's a pickup of
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A fake to Eckler. Now here's Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And that ball popped free. We could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Following the interception, Cousins. Quickly to Thielen here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Chargers 10, Vikings 7.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point 4th quarter lead.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. 3 yards. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Taylor on 3rd down, throws incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Los Angeles.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Taylor. They complete it to Hill. Touchdown, LA! KJ Hill, 60 yards. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish.
Ty Long set to kick off.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. On 2nd down, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Cousins to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now Cousins. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
Today's final score, Chargers.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know, this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. from Minneapolis. So long, everybody.
That's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he's standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this one up to the 26. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, they could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brought down at the
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
At the 26-yard line.
Cousins on 1st down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards, the final tally. 1st and goal from the 3.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. He's got the hook up to Miller. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
To Scott Miller.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. 15
yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
50-yard line.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
10 more yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Play fake, Cousins. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
It's the score, Vikings 14, Buccaneers 0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Tampa Bay.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, now Brady. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Shotgun now for Brady. And this is incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin.
Brady's pass.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Operating from the gun. Brady forced out to his left. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 4 yards remain for second down. Shotgun, it's McCoy. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the gun, Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
On second down, it's Cook. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Brady. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Brady to throw again. He gets it in the hands of Gronkowski, complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Brady again. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Mike Evans, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Jared-VOI elects to not bring it out. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady, and that is incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Gronkowski, and it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long.
And got his man, complete. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. The throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. The 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
He won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Harrison Smith on the tackle. No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
And the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
To number 14, Chris
A
Godwin.
3-yard touchdown pass. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
Tackle made.
William Golston in on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They run it again with Cook. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Ball on the stop. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
To throw, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Watson. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. And now they'll have a chance to move. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He finds McCoy. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run, 35 yards. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Operating from the gun, Brady. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Brady. He's got Evans. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Brady to throw. This complete to Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Bucs have taken the lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over.
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's a quick throw right side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Vikings 14.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown. Godwin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Vikings 14.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for Carl.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end.
Interception thrown by Cousins.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. And that'll increase their lead to 28.